What's up, Funny Tubers? Out there, Funny Tuber Land. We took a wrong turn earlier, and we kind of went like about 30 minutes to an hour out of the way, so we're here kind of late. So, Funny Tubers, and so it's a little darker than we planned on it being, but it's Chad's fault that we turned late. He's the one that he's over there fussing. I'll let Chad read some of this from the old family cemetery here. So, Chad, wait a minute, we get your... Shut up, Jason! Granny J!
No, this is for you.
3, 2, 1.
Cheeseburgers, provolone cheese, a provolone, a zovolone, clovolone, robin cheese. I'm making a double cheeseburger. Whatever cheese it's called, making a double there on this rainy day. Funny Tubers out there in Funny Tuber Land. Very special video you're fixing to watch. This right here is a picture of my dad's, well, most of them are right there, my dad's cousin Robbie and my dad's aunt, my great aunt Grace Long, which originally is Whitson there, and then there's me back in the day where I had a mustache. Boy, I thought I was cool with that mustache. This mama funny. And these are some other people here, not really kin to me, but they have relatives in this graveyard that you're fixing to see on Funny Tubers on this particular video. And here's some more. And she lived to be, Aunt Grace lived to be 99 years old. She passed away back in 2013. But this is what we're going to, Madrid Bend Family Cemetery. And it's represents several families. But Daddy Funny now is the trustee. This guy used to be the trustee here, and he's gone on there. But my Daddy Funny's the trustee. Here's another picture of the cemetery me and Chad's gonna be going to. Now, see them little bitty baby bushes over there, or them little rows? The bushes are big now. This was took over 10 years ago. But this is this graveyard we're gonna go visit. It has a lot of our family members in it and stuff. So, on this special edition of Almost Live with Jason Funny, this is gonna be part 3 of the 3-part series there, and so far part 1 and 2 is just me and Chad at Reelfoot, but the graveyards at the Kentucky Bend, which is very close to Reelfoot Lake, so we dropped by there first. So the other video, part 1 and part 2 of Family Tree, really nothing to do with Family Tree. We would drop by Reelfoot Lake and explore it a little bit before we went on to the gravesite. Now, it was getting a little bit dark when me and Chad got to the graveyard, because I thought I knew where I was going, and I took the wrong road. So it took us like an hour out of the way, and then I discovered, well, Chad, this is not it. It's just cornfields. So we turned around and had to drive all the way back, and we got into the other road there, Funny Tubers. Enjoy the video. Funny Tubers. Remember, if you're not a Funny Tuber, it's easy to do. Hit subscribe, like this video, and hit the little bitty bell button for notifications, so every time I come out with a new video, it goes right to your device. And become a Funny Tuber today. Enjoy this video. Funny Tubers out there. Am I focused right? Out there in Funny Tuber Land. I hope so. I've just been talking to the wall. And see you on the funny side. Here we go. My cheeseburgers are burning. All the ones that's the one that's buried without headstones.
And there's several Whitsons.
Yeah, read off
Earl and Mary Whitson.
Yeah, read off the Whitsons.
Let's see. Well,
now Earl and Mary's not buried here.
Lynn A. Whitson.
But they have a child that's buried here.
Born July 7th, 1939. And died December 9th. And maybe...
that's one of the babies. That was Earl and Mary's baby that died.
It was son of Earl Jay Witt and Mary B.
Yep.
Whitson.
And never had a chance to be a Whitson, thank gosh.
Colonial Kenny's older brother.
Yep. Sure thing.
And names of contributors are $250 or more.
Chad, donate.
Hmm?
Donate.
Huh?
Leave you
Well,
$250.
my name could be put right down here.
I'm sure now we're going to walk down here to the actual graveyard, Funny Tuber. Not really for sure, Chad.
Well, I mean, really, it may be unmarked.
It looks like part of one or something.
Or maybe where Jane's buried.
No, Aunt Jane is buried in the Madrid.
If she buried that one way away from the family, that's what she wanted.
Chad, stop. Boy, they need to get a better gate right here. One that actually shuts. Well, Funny Tubers, I'm fixing to show you. Now, there's other families buried in this graveyard. It's got a fence around it. But the Whitsons is who I'm kin to. Dad's Dad's older brother passed away. Its tombstone is here somewhere. Some of these are so old you can't even read them. These are not all Whitsons, but
This is a Clark right here.
yeah, the Whitsons probably on down, I think.
Mary Lou, Harold Oster.
They need to mow this grass better. Chad, maybe some of your relatives are down this way.
I don't know.
There's a frog. There's a frog.
Hello?
Yeah, frog. Or a toad, one.
He's one of them, Jay. Now here's the Whitson.
Yep.
Here's his son, Jesse Francis Whitson.
Okay, Jesse's the one that got killed in the shot. I think he was. Oh no, that's the infant son.
Jesse and Francis Whitson.
Okay, that would be Earl's brother. That'd be their child.
Is that the one that had a shootout?
And John and Barry. Yeah, well, Jesse. No, that'd been Jesse's brother that had a shootout. Earl was his brother too. So.
I can't read that one. It's really old.
It's really old. Some of these tombstones are beyond reading. Here's another Whitson one. I'm kin to the Whitsons. Ray and Molly Whitson. Boy, they was. I didn't realize they died so long ago. You know, if I'm not sure if. Well, Ray's only a year old. Well, Chad, be careful.
Yes, the son of Johnny and Grace.
That's Aunt Grace's child, and her husband's child had died in 1944. That's a different one than the other one. And married. A lot of infants died back then, but here, look at this old Whitson stone.
Yeah. It says William Whitson, 1920. And then here's a Whitson, born 18.
Yeah, J.W. Whitson, like me.
My trust in God.
Well, good to see some of the Christians had some kind of faith.
Well,
I tell you what, he died the same year that Grandpa Dial was born.
what's back here? Any Whitsons back here?
Yeah, I think there's a few down this way. There's another car coming. They always come. There's a few people down here.
I fell back here.
Well, Chad, I know. I probably picked up what you said tue. I'll have to
Oh,
blank it out. Boy, this grass is thick. A lot of babies.
A lot of babies in me.
Yep, I smell the corn. This is corn country and soybean country. Soybeans on one side, corn on the other. Yeah, there's a lot of Everetts here too. Funny Tubers, I hope you have enjoyed this edition of Almost Live. How far back can you go on your family tree? And tell us about that. And if you have an old family cemetery that you need to visit or haven't visited, comment below this video and your thoughts. And any comment, it's a decent comment, is welcome. And make sure, if you're not a Funny Tuber, click like, subscribe, and a little bitty bell button for notification to become a Funny Tuber. And join the family here. And Chad almost fell again.
There's a hole right there.
Oh my goodness, Chad. You're going to fall and break your ankle. For heaven's sake. Oh, where did it go? My goodness. Whoops.
Like them zombies were in that graveyard.
Okay, now, Chad, we don't want to be talking about zombies when we're in the middle of the graveyard.
Night of living dead to school.
I'm not scared. Read the Bible. But anyway, is this another Whitson grave? No, it's a. There's some old ones. I mean, but some of these have been moved during the flood, so this wasn't the original burial spot. Good gravy. Well, Chad, I ain't carrying you back to the car. Look how far that is. No way. Well, then call in for work Monday. But anyway, you want to take some corn home for a souvenir? What souvenir? Souvenir. You want the souvenir? Oh, for heaven's sake, Chad. You've been listening to the KJW42 YouTube channel and almost live. Okay, I'm going to shut this off now.
Madrid Ben Family Cemetery. This cemetery was originally an Everett Cemetery located northwest of this location on the west side of the bend. It was created circa 1850 and moved its location on Everett land around 1910 due to erosion by the Mississippi River. The last Everett left the bend in 1923, but female descendants of Everett's as well as Whitson's used the cemetery thereafter. The land is now perpetually owned by the Cary Parks Wilson Trust, dedicated to our forefathers and their families who claimed this territory and called it home. Madrid Bend Cemetery Fund Trust Incorporated, H. Ray Everett, President.
He's done passed away since then.
And Greenfield Monuments Works, serving you since 1900, Greenfield, Tennessee.
Well, Chad, Colonial Kenny is now the president.
Yes, they should put his name right here, the great Kenneth Whitson.
Yeah, he is now the president of the trust fund.
Would you like me to get a marker and put Lord Kenneth Whitson?
Oh, Lord, I doubt we do that. Lord Kenneth Whitson. But at the beginning, as video flooding tubers, I showed you a picture of my great Aunt Grace and the Everett's man. And that's who they're talking about. And this side has a list of all the ones known to be buried. You don't have to read that, Chad, but known to be buried without headstones. So some of these have no headstones.
Some of them, there's several Whitsons.
Oh my gosh, it's so disrespectful.
Take it.